Let me see if I can do a background. Pretty cool. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in. This is Courtney live on my lunch. Well, I'm not really on my lunch, but I just got off work. So, thank you all for coming in. Take my lanyard off. Okay, so I've been going through a lot of stuff on Facebook. Like I said, I revamped my Facebook group that I have. I have a Y Family Farm business page, and then on that business page attached to it is just like a group or whatever. So I have decided that I'm going to revamp that. I'm going to start posting a lot more in there, so that people can, ask questions and feel a little more comfortable. And then that way other YouTubers as well, they can post their videos. So I did that. And another thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be focusing a lot on just like the basic stuff, because I feel like it's so weird, this green screen. It's so weird. I just feel like a lot of people don't really know the basic stuff about planting things. And when they ask questions, a lot of times the questions do not get answered, or they feel stupid for asking the questions. So I'm going to really focus on that this year, and I'm going to really focus hard on just going back to basics and teaching people just the basic things about gardening and stuff like that. So I decided that is going to be my main focus this year. So if you are interested in that, give me a thumbs up. Oh, thank you. I got a thumbs up. Thank you for joining. Oh, I have people. If you're on your phone, just double click on the screen. It gives me a thumbs up. If you're not on your phone, make sure you give me a thumbs up. It really helps with the algorithm. It helps me get out there, stuff like that. So, you could also be a member of Y Family Farm. Y Family Farm is like literally 99 cents a month. No, Zach, I have mods. I have lots of mods. I don't need any more. Thank you, though. So if you are interested in becoming a member, feel free to do so. 99 cents a month. No big deal. It's $12 a year. You won't miss it. It's like a cup of coffee. All 5 people that just came in. Cats Club, Zach, why didn't you give me a thumbs up? Yeah, you better be. So anyway, that's going to be my main focus this year, is to just focus on people and like their questions that they have, because I feel like a lot of people are just not getting their questions answered, or they give up because they think it's too hard. Growing things is not hard, guys. It's really not. Growing anything, it's just not. It's not hard. So that's going to be one of my main focuses. Hey, Megan. Why? What's wrong with my eyebrows? These are my real eyebrows, by the way. Maybe you should watch from eyebrow distance. These are my eyebrows. What's wrong with them? Well, thank you, I think, but I don't really care what you think. I don't. I know what I do know. That you are no longer in Y Family Farm. How about that? So anyway, that's going to be my main focus this year, is to just teach people how to grow things and use what you have. You don't necessarily and oh my gosh, I see this so much on things on Facebook, and so many people giving really bad advice. And a lot of people out there, they do not want to give you good advice. They want to see you fail. They want to see you not succeed at gardening. So I wouldn't necessarily take a lot unless they have a really good following, or like if it's Mary from Mary's Heirloom Seeds, or somebody like that. I wouldn't necessarily follow their advice because you don't really know. And you can Google. I know Gardner Scott has actually taught me quite a bit, and I've been following him for a really long time. He actually taught me about different chemicals and not chemicals, but different things to put on your garden. Chemical is really the reason why I said that is because I was reading earlier in a group, and people are like, oh, it's how do I lower my pH? And people were talking about all these different chemicals to put on your garden to lower your pH level. And it just didn't seem legit. So just be really careful with taking people's advice. Sorry, I have a cold, so I don't wear mascara. I'm not wearing mascara. Thank you. You can say whatever you want to say to me. I will not get insulted. I'm just tired of the trolls. Thank you. I don't wear mascara because it messes up my contacts. So thank you. So what else? Okay, so yeah, I was just on a lot of different pages. I saw a lot of things this afternoon that I didn't necessarily agree with, and I saw a lot of bad advice. So with that being said, I thought it would be more beneficial to gardeners and more beneficial. I didn't mean to put that in review. And so I just thought it'd be more beneficial for people if I just did like back to basic stuff for just the average person that's trying to grow. With that being said, okay. So I don't know if the Cats Club is still here. And I wonder who that is. So I'm getting a lot of trolls. Of course I'm okay. Why wouldn't I be okay? I just have a cold. But I just think it's super important to do that. So I've been posting a lot of things in the group, and just like ideas about gardening and what you can do this year. I posted this really cool thing about cucumbers, which was really, really interesting. And it was a trellis that you could trellis them, but underneath you could put, sorry, people are looking at me. They probably think I'm talking on the phone. You could put like your lettuce and stuff underneath, which is really perfect because then it shades them from the sun. It shades them from getting too hot. I have tried so many things of the past couple years to plant really good lettuce, and it's been really hard. Mainly because our temperature, like I go and I plant it, and then the temperature gets really hot really fast, and then before you know it, it bolts, and it's not very good lettuce. It gets gross really fast. Oh, let me get rid of this background. I don't like, you see that digital stuff or like around my head? It's driving me crazy. There we go. I'm in my car. There we go. So, if you all have any questions about gardening, you can always ask me on the page, or you can ask me during my videos or my lives. I don't really go live that often anymore because I've just been super busy with life. But you can always ask me, and I will try my best. Joe and I plan on starting up Grow Big TV again. So that is going to be, and he said something about going live this afternoon, and I hope I'm not going live when he's live, but this is my time slot. This is the only time I can do it for Wide Family Farm right now. So, by the way, my husband's really sick and he actually called off work today. He has influenza A. So, yeah. So that's that. And kind of like not happy right now. So we're all kind of sick, getting over being sick. Fred, my son, had strep throat, so we're all trying to get through that and get over that. So ever since my son has been in school, it's just been constantly getting sick. I have 8 people watching and only 2 thumbs up. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. All right. But yeah, so I do have a Back to Basics series on the members only. So if you are interested in learning just like the basic things about planting, you can go on there and take a look at that. You do have to pay the 99 cents a month though to access that information. I keep my stuff super cheap so that everybody can join and just be a part of a group. It's really inexpensive to be a Wide Family Farm member. Plus, it helps me with getting seeds and doing giveaways, because I haven't done a giveaway in a really long time because I haven't made the money to do it. So if you're interested in being a member, it's 99 cents a month. It's really inexpensive, $12 a year. Lettuce is very sensitive to heat. Hope hubby is better soon. Thank you. Yes, he's at urgent care right now. Well, that's what he just texted me. So, yeah, kind of ridiculous. And I got this cough thing. I'm really hoping I don't get influenza A, but we'll see now that he is there. Lettuce, yes. But Rick, thank you for coming in, by the way. I really appreciate it. Yeah, lettuce is super heat sensitive, and that's why, you know, it's really nice if you have a crop that covers it, or, you know, like cucumbers, they have the really big leaves so they shade it. Or I don't know, you could think about, I know one year I trellised loofah gourds, so if you can find a way to, you know, possibly get that shade over onto a lettuce bed, you can do it. I've tried so many different ways. Last year I had bought a sun visor thing from Aldi, I think. Shade thing, and we used that, but the lettuce, it just didn't do very good in that. And so we're just always, I really honestly, I haven't had good lettuce since my first couple years that I planted the garden. Just hasn't come out right. So I'm gonna try and figure that out. And I always plant, I plant lettuce in the wintertime because you can't find good lettuce anywhere, but you know. Ooh, thank you for coming in, guys. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. You can double click on the screen to do so. So I appreciate ya. What else? I don't know. My life has just been completely crazy. I feel bad for a lot of people. A lot of people decided to, I wanted to tap into this for a little bit. I feel bad for a lot of people that have gotten um, TikTok, that have decided to um, go over there and go streaming on TikTok, because it hasn't really panned out for, and you can't really use it right now. I don't know really what's going on with it, but I feel bad for a lot of people that have decided to quit YouTube and then go over to TikTok. Now, a lot of people are going from TikTok to YouTube because, but I've had so many people, I've had people that have millions of followers on TikTok. They're like, oh, we're going to YouTube, but they talk so much trash about YouTube before. It's like, yes. So, I don't know. It's kind of crazy as to what is going on out there. So I don't know. I'm sticking with YouTube. I don't have a lot of platforms. I do have an Instagram, and I do like put stuff on there every once in a while, but really, honestly, it's not as much as I do YouTube. So there's that. Do you guys have any questions as far as growing or any basic stuff? Like, I feel like a lot of people just have no clue, or they're super confused as to how to plant and grow things. And one of the questions was, let's see if I can bring it up. Hold on. It says, how can I get rid of aphids on my plants? I tried dish liquid and it won't work. That's another thing, you guys. When you try, oh, why am I all neon green? I don't like that. What the heck? There we go. When you try organic things and they don't work the one time, it's not, you have to keep doing it. It's not just, I used it once and it didn't kill the aphids, and so I'm never going to do this again. That organic stuff, it's for the, it's for the birds. It's really not the case. With organic, and if you constantly are planting organically, you have to constantly be doing it. You can't just try it once and then say forget about it. So the only thing that I have seen that really super helps that is organic. Hey, King Poobah. There's my husband with influenza A. I knew you had something weird like that. I'm so glad you went, because it's like, it sounds like you have one of the influenzas. But a lot of people, okay, here's a really good example of people that try organic things and then like say, forget it. Marigolds. If you plant marigolds around your garden every year, it's not going to completely get rid of the bugs. Organic doesn't mean that you're just going to completely get rid of everything. Like if you use Sevin Dust, yes, you are going to completely get rid of everything. But if you use organic methods, you're still going to have some bug pressure, but you're not going to have a whole lot. So for instance, planting marigolds every year really actually help. Yes, marigolds. Hey, Gear. Thanks for coming in. Marigolds actually really do help. And this year, from Mary's Heirloom Seeds, by the way, if you go to Mary's Heirloom Seeds and you use Grow Big as your discount code, you can get 10% off. And now Mary's Heirloom Seeds has everything in bulk. So that's really cool for me. I bought marigold seeds. I bought the French marigolds, by the way. I'm so excited because they're so pretty. I bought French marigolds, and I bought them in bulk, and I'm going to plant a ton of them this year to help with the bug pressure. That is one thing that you actually have to do every year. If you do it once, you have to commit to it, and you have to do it every year. You will see less bugs. Like I said, it's just not going to completely wipe out everything like Seven Dust or something like that would. By the way, now more than ever, it's really important to not use chemicals, heavy chemicals in your garden. You want to stay away from that as much as possible. And it was really, I actually almost, I'm really sensitive to stuff like this. So I almost burst into tears on my way to dropping my son off. They said that the monarchs are completely in danger. They are 100% in danger. They always were, but this year it's even worse. They used to have 200,000 monarch butterflies like migrate to California and Mexico. This year they had 9,000. 9,000, guys. So it's really important to not use things like Seven Dust. You still want bugs. The good bugs will come in. Okay, so say for instance, you have a lot of bug pressure. If you let the good bugs in as well, by the way, Seven Dust gets rid of the bad bugs and the good bugs. Okay, if you let the good bugs in, they will fight those bugs off. Okay, so it's a healthy balance. It's okay to still have a couple of lingering bad bugs around. Okay, then you want to use your Dawn dish soap or something like that. But you don't want to use something that's so harsh it's going to kill everything, because what it's doing is it's really messing up the environment. It's really, I mean, who doesn't want to see monarch butterflies? I mean, they're the most beautiful butterfly. So you really need to be careful with how you're using chemicals. And I know it's really tough. If you're a gardener, it's really tough. You want to be able to use something and have it go away right away. I use Surround in the garden, and that is something. Sorry, the people waving at me. That is something I've been using in the garden, and it really works. And last year I had hardly any bug pressure. I didn't use any chemicals. I didn't use any Seven Dust or anything like that. So you want to be really careful. And when you use this stuff, when you use things like DE, you want to be Dioecious Earth. You want to be really careful with that as well. It's an organic method, but if you put it on the flowers and stuff like that, it can really hurt the bees and it can really hurt the butterflies. So you got to be really careful with that stuff as well. Please make sure you're reading up on all that stuff as well, like what's good for your garden kind of thing. But this year I really want to go back to the basics again. I really want to teach people the right way to garden and get the most out of everything for, out of your garden. That's the best part, is getting the most. So that's something to think about. I got people staring at me. I don't think they don't know that most people don't know me, or most people that even do know me, that see me on a daily basis, do not know I have a YouTube channel. I do not tell them anything about myself. So but yeah, so I really just wanted to go back to the basic parts and just teach people how to do things and how to do things the right way and what worked for me. Now, what works for me might not work for you, and that's okay too. Like, I'm never going to tell you, no, that's the wrong way. However, there is wrong ways to plant tomatoes and stuff like that, and I will teach you how to do that because they're sensitive to the weather and the temperatures and stuff like that. So I'll teach you guys that, and we'll just go back to the basics this year. And that's really what I want to do, is just kind of teach people how to plant correctly and how to get the most for your money. And you're buying all these seeds, but nothing's working out for you. So I figured I should do that and just show people the basic stuff. So I've been live for 24 minutes. My son's going to come out here in a minute. I'm waiting for him. So I want to thank you guys for coming in and hanging out. I did have a few trolls, but I took care of them. So thank you to all my wrenches. I did get rid of quite a few wrenches this year, just because I'm not getting a whole lot of people. Sorry, my boss just messaged me. I'm not getting a whole lot of people coming to my lives anymore. And I know one reason I know why, but then another reason is because I'm not as consistent as I used to be. So I haven't wrenched. I've gotten rid of a lot of wrenches just because I haven't seen them in a while. So if you start coming back around or whatever, I will give you back your wrench and it'll be all good. So no big deal. But thank you guys for coming in, hanging out with me today. 25 minutes. That's all I could spare today. And thank you so much for listening. And hopefully I give you some good videos this year. Yeah, I get it, Gare. My husband used to do the same thing, so I completely get it. It's just been this past 2 years that he has not worked night shift. So I completely understand where you're coming from. But thank you so much, Gare, for being a member of Wide Family Farm and supporting the cause, just supporting just, a lone gardener, I guess you would say. So thank you so much for being here. What else? I think that's it, guys. I gotta get my son. He'll be popping out here in any moment. What else? But yeah, so I just hope that you enjoy the videos that are to come. And we will see you all next time. Bye, y'all.